Hi everyone, it's Ian from D.I.Y Home and Gardening. As part of my Build a Greenhouse project, it's going to allow me to do a few extra sort of sub videos on different construction type techniques. So yeah, hopefully you'll find these videos useful and might be able to put the techniques to some use. So let me turn the camera around and talk you through them. Well, pretty much on cue as I finished doing the woodwork, this has turned up. So that's the polycarbonate going to be using for the side and roof panels. 6 meters long, so plenty of cutting to do. I think I'll have a little break first though, because it's quite heavy lifting that lot in, even with a hand. Right. So back today to start cutting down this polycarbonate, and you can see that it's a long 6 meter sheet, and I just want to cut the first sections down to being 1.7 meters in height, which is the same height that we cut those uprights to. So how are you going to do that? Well, the easiest way, first you want to make sure that you've got it so that the protective sheet is upmost. So that is the section that says the UV protection on it. Then that way you know that you're not going to end up with any dodgy cuts going through. And just stick the tape measure on one side, and then you can mark it at your 1.7 meter. It's quite easy because this walling, this double walling, has got layers to it, or lines to it. You can then get your tape measure set out so that it actually runs nice and square all the way down. So anyway, mark 1.7 on this side, do the same on the other. Same on the other. Then if you set a known straight edge between the 2 points, and then you can then draw a line across, use marker pen, as that way it will actually stick onto this protective sheeting. If you use a pencil, it won't mark on it. So we'll just mark this up quickly. There we are, and as you can see, we've got the line across there, nice and prominent. As is always the way when it comes to doing cutting outdoors, it seems to rain, but nevertheless we go on. So yeah, permanent marker, drawing your line out, and then all I've done, just clamp onto one end just to take some of the flex out of it, move your stay or horse, whatever you want to call it, just to the other side of where your cutting edge is going to be. And then for polycarbonate sheeting, you want to make sure that you've got, if you're using a saw, use a saw that's got loads of teeth to it. Let me just whip the case off. There we are. So that's got, I don't know, 12 points per inch. So it's a fine saw, and then that way that will cut through the polycarbonate without tearing it or causing too much damage, and this will give you a nice smooth finish. So now it's just a case of start cutting nice and slowly at far edge and work your way as neat as possible along the line. And there you have it, first section cut, nice neat edge there, look. So yeah, first one, 1.7 meters done. Then basically it's just a case of mark and repeat for the however many sheets you need to do. For the time being, I'm just going to do a couple just so I can make a start on my spacings on the side walling. It's important to remember that before you come to do your permanent fixing in place, you'll need to peel this edge back here, the tape on both sides, and put the breather tape on. So that will, the breather tape goes onto the very end there, so that way it keeps all the dust and moisture going in between those cells, and that's it's the moisture and dust that normally causes the polycarbonate to start going yellow and condensing inside. So like I say, I'm just going to cut another couple of sheets, and then I can start setting out the frame. Okay, so how do we put the Vapour tape on the end of polycarbonate sheeting? Well, nice and simple really. Make sure you peel back the protective coating. Don't worry, it's got to come off anyway, so you want to do that on both sides. Just pull it back by a few centimetres basically. So that's the first job. So at this stage, if you have got any sharp or loose pieces, you can just literally whip along the edge with a with a sharp knife, just to remove any bits. It's worth mentioning that any bits of dust particles that you've got inside, that's going to stay inside. So if you want it out, get the hoover on it, just to suck some of the dust out. If you're not too worried, like me, I'm not too worried for the job in hand, then just leave as is. So this is the breathable Vapour sealant tape, and you can see it has a breathable layer through the middle, and then either side is very sticky. It's a foil backed, so it's nice and waterproof. So yeah, first things first, set it out, and I'll show you the easiest way that I tend to set it out anyway. So all I do is you need to make sure first off you've got the appropriate size tape for the right size. So this is a 25mm wide tape to cover a 10mm section of polycarbonate sheeting. I normally just stick it on one side first, so that your first layer of breather holes is on the board itself. Just use a couple of fingers or whatever to stick it down, just gently, roughly, and then at the far end I've already cut that with a sharp knife. Once you've done it lightly, then just work your way along again, just so you get good contact all the way along, and then you can literally just fold down the tape and then press on the other side, and that will give you the good contact. So let me just do that. So just firming down till you get that, and then literally just use your other fingers to push around, and it's as simple as that. Just work your way along, give you a nice neat tidy finish. Oh, just make sure you don't get that plastic trapped in there like I've done. Yeah, and just do that. So it doesn't actually take that long. It's never going to look amazingly pretty, but it will do the job, and that's all you need it to do. So yeah, how to put your Vapour barrier tape on polycarbonate sheeting. Nice and simple, nice and quick, nothing too technical. So in order to do these different angles, you could do with a handsaw, but that'll take you quite a while, and because also you're cutting across the cells, if you like, on the Twinwall board or Twinwall polycarbonate, much easier to use a jigsaw. And for doing that, use a fine tooth blade, and I've found that actually using one that's designed for metal work works much better than one of the wood type blades, as the wood ones tend to splinter the polycarbonate sheeting. So as per with hand sawing, draw your lines out, measure twice, cut once, and then just it's a case of take your time on the jigsaw, because well, if you make a mistake or if you go slightly off with a jigsaw, then you'll go slightly wrong quicker, as it's a powered tool.